The sky shall unfold, preparing his entrance. The stars shall applaud him with thunders of praise. The sweet light in his eyes shall enhance those awaiting, and we shall behold him then face to face, and we shall behold.
Hi, welcome to Verse of the Day. I'm Brandon Hathaway, and I'm the preacher at the Westside Church of Christ in Owensboro, Kentucky. See, if you were 5, that wouldn't be so hard. But now that you're 6, you're too heavy.
Yeah.
This is Eleanor, sweet little girl that I shared my birthday with yesterday. You gonna say hi?
Hi.
Hi. We thank you for joining us. Our verse of the day is Genesis chapter 25, verses 31 through 33. Genesis 25, 31 through 33. You want to try to read it? No? All right. And so here Abraham has, of course, just had Isaac and went through that sacrifice. And then here Jacob is getting older in age, and it talks about his death. And he, but it says he lived 175 years, and then it lists some descendants. And anyways, Isaac has now bore 2 sons. And so that's where we're kind of picking up here is Jacob and Esau. And Esau is very hungry at this time and point from a long hunt. And so it says, Jacob said, "Sell me your birthright now." Esau said, "I am about to die. What use is a birthright to me?" Jacob said, "Swear to me now." So he swore to him and sold his birthright to Jacob. And so as we look here in this situation, I think it's a bad part on both guys. I mean, it just goes to show the lack of love, I might say, between Jacob and Esau. Jacob is willing to take advantage of his brother to con him into selling his birthright and not being in subject to one another and serving his brother, helping out, assisting. It's just, I believe, wrong. It's just he wrongly just takes advantage over his brother, and it's just not a good relationship. And we see that it causes conflict, even as we continue to study the next few chapters, that how he steals it again, and then he has to flee, he has to run away. And so we know that it's just, if it was done right, that wouldn't have been the case. They wouldn't have had to run. He wouldn't have worried about his brother trying to kill him. And then we look at Esau in this situation, and the lack of using wisdom and the lack of self-control. He's hungry, and he may have been really hungry, but he's at that point, I'm about to die of starvation, is what he says. And sometimes we overreact and we don't think correctly in some situations. And so Esau here, he was so hungry that he was willing to sell his birthright. He said, "What is it to me now?" And then we know the next passage, I believe, next scripture, it brings out that, he hated his birthright from that time point on. And so it's just both situations. One uses the lack of wisdom, the other takes advantage over his brother, and it's just not how we should be treating one another. When we see one in need, we should be there to assist and not take advantage of. And we always need to make sure we're using self-control, using wisdom and knowledge as we make decisions in our lives today. And so I think that's something we can learn from these passages here in Genesis 25. So that's what I chose to look at. I appreciate everybody that joined me. I thank you for following along. Do you have any comments with that, El? Do you know who Jacob and Esau is? Huh? Yeah. All right. Well, I thank you for joining us. Hope that you have a blessed day. And if the Lord wills, we'll talk to you later.